This happened to me a few years back when I was living in a cheap studio apartment. It was October and nearly Halloween, and I was in the mood for something spooky. So, I decided to pop onto YouTube and go through a bit of a horror binge. Ghost videos, cryptid videos, UFO videos. I pretty much went down the rabbit hole and watched anything even remotely creepy that night. Eventually, I wound up on the YouTube rabbit hole of supposedly cursed or haunted videos. For the most part, nothing really scared or unsettled me, and I certainly didn't feel cursed or haunted at the end of the binge. After a few hours I started to get sleepy, so I decided to turn in for the night. What happened next is kind of hard to describe. I was asleep, tucked away in bed, when I started to become aware of myself and that I was laying down. I had the strange sense that I was being pulled out of my sleep. After a few moments, I realized that I was literally being pulled out of my bed. In the dim light from the smoke detector in my room, I could see that there was no one in there with me, but I felt two icy cold hands gripping my ankles all the same. Quickly sat up in bed and shouted, "Get out!" into my darkened room. The cold hands vanished, then I stopped moving. I immediately jumped out of bed and flicked on every single light in the studio apartment and looked everywhere I could. Closet, balcony, every cupboard, bathroom, everywhere. There was no one there. I was alone. Every door was still locked, every window was closed and locked, nobody was hiding anywhere. After I double and triple checked everything to make sure that I hadn't missed anything, I just went back to bed. Nothing else really happened that night that I can remember. When the opportunity to move into a nicer apartment came up, I jumped on it and moved out later the same year. Nothing like that has ever happened to me again. As Halloween comes around each year, I think back to that night and I wonder if I should try another spooky binge. See if maybe I can figure out how to make it happen again. And then I think better of it and go touch some grass.